One thing that I forgot to mention about the DOA franchise as a whole, that I was mostly into Tekken at the point in time when I didn't really get to know Dead or Alive, the game, the franchise, but I saw a trailer on one of the demo discs for the PlayStation 2, and to me the game looked pretty sick, and one time I was able to pick up the game and try it out, and it wasn't exactly quote-unquote love at first sight, but once I got more and more used to the game, it definitely became one of my favorite games for the system. To the point where I was like, damn, this shit is just as actually cool as the trailers suggested that they were, but at that point in time I still was playing Tekken mostly. I liked Tekken more back in the day. It really was after Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate that I started to gravitate more towards DOA as a whole, even though I still liked Tekken back then. But anyhow, enough trivia. Now we are doing the canon ending to the story of Dead or Alive 2, which is Ryu Hayabusa's story. I mean, basically the ending part of it, because for a good amount of story time, a lot of characters' endings are, story parts sort of intertwine with one another, but for the ending, the canon part before the Tengu is defeated is that Ani is basically fighting Kasumi, and after defeating Kasumi, not Tengu, Ain remembers that he is Hayate, and Ryu Hayabusa appears after, and Ain takes away Kasumi to safety. Hayate takes away Kasumi to safety, and Ryu Hayabusa stays in order to eliminate Tengu. So in a way, Ryu's ending is technically the canon one in this game, even though a large majority of it might not be 100% canon. It's not exactly convoluted, but it's not as simple as it looks. But anyhow, set things on very hard for the CPU in terms of difficulty. Everything else is set to normal. Maybe not the round time, because from a tournament standpoint I think the round time is 60 seconds, but whatever. And without further ado, let's get to it. Another be rocking the iconic outfit.
You're in my way. Make up your mind.
Get ready, fight!
Whoops. That's basically the moon that I wanted.
Fare thee well.
So what makes Ryu pretty good in this game is basically the handstand, and he also has good damage on most of his stuff, like his throws and counter hits.
Disappear into the darkness.
I don't want to fight. Let me go. Please leave, Hayabusa.
I promised Hayate. I cannot let you die. I cannot let you go. Remember.
Bring back Radiant Garden in one of the future Dead or Alive games, please, Koei Tecmo. I messed up the combo.
Now, this is not a simple combat championship. I don't think you commoners can handle it.
Remember when Ryu Hayabusa was John Lee's rival in a way? Me neither. I also could have low throw punished that. So in Dead or Alive, punishes mostly come in the form of throws, because throws are pretty quick in this game, and most of the attacks on normal hit don't really cause deep stun, which is what you kind of want for big damage combos and juggles. So instead it is more optimal to punish with a throw that for some reason whiffed over there. Nasty. Yeah. Almost got it.
Farewell. You couldn't be.
Get ready.
Throw punish. Oh, nice throw. That was supposed to be an Izuna.
I know you very well. Trust me. Until then.
Everything is mine.
Also, compared to a lot of characters in this fight, I mean before the fight, there is going to be a little bit of an extra cutscene for Ryu against Tengu.
Let me take your life.
Who's talking?
Your maker.
Get ready. Fight.
Okay. That does a grip, by the way. I actually got that in. That's that. Yep.
You lose.
You're ridiculous, you brat.
Nin.
Get ready.
I actually forgot that we don't have full way holds in this game.
Farewell. Evil has vanished. There's no use staying here any longer.
And thus did life return to normal. At least that's what most of the ninjas would be thinking, but none of them always has to do something evil or heinous. So one of the things that basically happened with the Dead or Alive story, that Project Epsilon was basically meant to clone Hayate in order to create countless of ninjas. So basically an army, think about it as an army of ninjas. But after Hayate's escape, basically the target was not exactly the target, but it more so the experiment was Kasumi, and from that Kasumi, they were a lot of clones were created as a result. And in Kasumi's story, in this game you'll be fighting with a couple of clones, but even in future games you'll still be dealing with Kasumi clones. So that's one thing from this game, or from prior to this game in the story, that you'll be dealing with in the entirety of the Dead or Alive franchise. Up until the very last game, which is 6. But just like that, we're basically done with DOA 2. Next time around, I'm probably still going to be doing Ultimate, because I do want to be playing Time Trial with, or Time Attack with Hitomi as well, but she's only playable in Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, so most probably catch you there next time.